You and his brother.
It's the queen and him for me.
Y'all might hit it off.
You never know. What's up?
Y'all might hit it off.
You're live now. I'm trying to slide this, get this right. Get us in here. Are you in here? Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Kevin and Mikkel. I know it's only 7 people, so we gotta let y'all come in the room.
What do you head on over to
YouTube. It's on YouTube.
I'll post the picture.
Y'all can hear us. Y'all can see us clearly. Oh, did they take the staples out?
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Oh, I know you scared to show that head. Okay.
I heard that it healed.
Yeah.
Good. That's what she said. But of course, she said the doctor. She said, mind you, because I thought she had to numb my head like they did when they put him in. So I was nervous. I'm like, you want to numb me? So she was like, no, not if you want me to. I was like, I don't know. So we're talking. And then all of a sudden I felt a plug. I said, wait, did you just take one out? She said, yeah, but I'm trying to talk to you, distract you so I can do it. So I said, okay. So she took them all out. And then after she took them out, she said, it healed really, really nice. She was like, I can tell you kept it out of the sun. And I said, well, I guess. And she said, do you wear a lot of hats? And I said, yeah. She said, I can tell because there's like no sun. Like it doesn't look like it was exposed to sun.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, oh, okay. I didn't know it was healed. I thought it was just a scab. And she said, no, it healed.
Right. Because it would look like a little dried up blood, but you don't even see that. Did she pick it or anything?
No, that was all done.
It just
naturally healed. Yeah.
Well, I'm surprised you didn't pluck it and pull with it.
Kevin, I thought that there was going to be a scab on it after that. Mm-hmm. But when she said, no, you don't have any of that. She said, no, you don't have any of that. And then she ran her finger with the, she said, no, you're fine.
All up on your head.
God. Don't you know, the next day I went straight to the barbershop. So, yes,
and they grew back that quick.
Mm-hmm. Well, no, I went to the barbershop last week. I went to the barbershop last Thursday.
Mm-hmm. Let's see if it shows. Oh, it shows that we live. Okay, here we go. They didn't even tell us to take a picture or nothing. Mm-hmm. Let's see if it shows. Oh, it shows that we live. Okay, here we go. Okay. They didn't even tell us to take a picture or nothing. Mm-hmm. Wait a minute. So we like on a y'all like on a 15-second delay with us, but that's okay. I'm trying to make y'all comments big so we can see y'all comments on the side. So I'm gonna start giving us some shout outs. I don't have no bottled water. I had what you call it? I had some gallon of water. I need to buy some more water. I be at work all the time. I barely only come here to sleep, child. Okay. You all up in my phone. Ain't nothing in there.
Oh, trust me, I know. Trust me, I know.
No, I mean, it's some stuff in there, but Lord. Let me scroll up and see who up in here.
How many people are here?
133. Shavonda, Keisha, Queen Sahara, Mari Pettis, who's always here. Hey, Mari. Latifah.
Oh my God, I forgot my thing.
What? Not like me. But Belle Butterfly, Andrea Diggins, Leon versus Noel, who's always here. Baby Ruth Candy. Hey. Let's see. The real Daryl Bitchy. That ain't my Daryl. Whitty Hutton. I'm skipping over some. Marcus Terry. Is that the one from the videos? The Junie boy. Hey. MM said, I've been following y'all for years. I know that's right. So, what y'all want to talk about first? Y'all want to talk about Bill Cosby?
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Okay.
Let's talk about Bill Cosby. Can they hear us?
Yes, they can hear.
Yeah, let's talk about Bill Cosby.
All right, so Bill Cosby was released last night from jail. And well, he wasn't even released last night. He was released yesterday. It was the Pennsylvania Supreme Court who released Bill Cosby from prison. They said that, based on his 2005 deposition and him being told that his Fifth Amendment wouldn't be used against him by telling them what happened, that he would not be sent to prison, or no charges would be pursued against him or anything like that. But whoever the DA was, Bruce Castor, he needed something in order to pay the victim, Andrea Constant, because he believed that he didn't have enough proof or evidence to really go after Bill Cosby. And so the Supreme Court, the Pennsylvania Supreme Court was like, well, if y'all told him this, then y'all have to abide by this. And Bill Cosby 3-year prison sentence came to an end. And of course, Bill Cosby is claiming innocence. He's been claiming innocence for a long time, but he can't claim innocence to what he put in that deposition back in 2005. And I just think that we all know Bill Cosby is guilty. We know he did some of them things because he didn't do it to all of them women. I don't believe every woman that came forward he did that to. I believe some of them are liars. I do believe some are telling the truth. And I believe some, were probably going back to Bill Cosby. I don't know why they kept going back, but some of them kept going back to them. But I'm not going to be one of the people that's going to be celebrating his release from prison. And, I didn't even put it on Twitter. I barely talked about it or shared my thoughts of it. I just think that, he went to jail, but it's not, it was enough for his abusers who seen what happened to him, but it's still not enough. But I mean, what else can you do now? What this should make people do is, if you don't want to see someone who wronged you, if you don't want to see them be free, then you should speak up about what happened to yourself. You should say what happened, and don't worry about how powerful they are if they mistreated you. And I believe that a lot of women and some men are learning that. And it's a shame that during these past 6 years, like with the Me Too movement, a lot of people have started to find their power, but you had that power a long time ago. And you could say, this person did this to me. And, go to HR or go to whoever you can to say somebody did something to you. Don't let someone abuse you. Don't let someone keep harassing you, even at work. It's okay to have a joke here and there, but once they go across the line, let them know, look, there's only so far we're going to keep going with this, or you need to stop, or if you continue to make me feel uncomfortable, I'm going to go to the boss. And something that's very important is to document everything. Document when people say things to you. Document when people do things to you. And then let them know that I have a trail of what you said to me when you made me feel uncomfortable. If you keep doing this, this is where I'm going to go. Or if someone raped you, don't wait. Go to the police and get that done. I know a lot of people are afraid, but if this happens to you, you have to speak up and you have to say something. And we must teach our children that. And when we teach our children that, we must believe them when they tell us the first time, and not be like, oh no, this person wouldn't do that. And if your children don't listen to you, then they need to go out and tell somebody else who will listen. And if your children are listening, they're hearing this, don't tell them to run away. If your parents don't believe you, then you need to go tell a teacher. Then you need to go tell a counselor. Then you need to go tell a principal. You need to tell somebody. If somebody are doing things to you and your parents won't listen. This is very important for everybody. Yeah, it's not that easy, but you know what? If someone can continue to have power over you for 30 years, when do you really let that go? Mm-hmm. How long do you have to live with that? You got to release that. You can't keep holding on to that.
Well, Bill Cosby. So I told you before, Bill Cosby doesn't live that far from me.
No, he's right in Shelton here.
Yeah, Elkins Park.
Mm-hmm.
So yesterday I was back and forth out of the house, and the helicopters were all over his house. And I was just driving like, oh God.
Did you go around?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I didn't even. I was at an intersection near his house, and I just kept looking over at the helicopters and news people. And I just said, let me just keep driving. I don't care about Bill Cosby.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care. It's a shame though, because like the way you were explaining it earlier with his Fifth Amendment, just think about how many black men are still in jail because of the same situation that they went through with, like Bill Cosby did, but yet they're not off. They didn't get to be released from jail. They're still behind bars, and they're going to remain behind bars. Bill Cosby, the justice system actually worked for him.
Yes, it did.
It worked for him.
Mm-hmm.
It worked in his favor. And it worked in his favor for two reasons. One, because he's Bill Cosby, and two, I believe because of his age. Because a lot of people were, oh, he's old and he's dying or he's sick. Because anybody else, you and I, it wouldn't have worked for us. Mm-hmm. We'd still be behind bars. We'd still be, with this cloud over our heads as, somebody who sexually assaulted women. It worked in his favor, and now he's home. And now he gets to, when that time comes, he gets to die at home or die in the hospital without having to have police presence around him. Yeah. And it's unfortunate, but I think a lot of people need to realize that him being released does not mean that he's innocent.
Right.
It just means that there was a technicality in the law, and the Supreme Court of Pennsylvania saw that and said, hey, because of this, y'all got to let him go.
Right.
It doesn't mean that he's innocent. It just means that there was a technicality and y'all have to let him go. Yeah. And I think a lot of people are looking at his release as, oh, I told y'all he was innocent. No, this doesn't mean he's innocent at all, because no one said he was innocent.
Yeah, and when he was released, didn't say he was guilty or innocent, but we all know that now is really in the court of the public opinion. But he was convicted for his crime of what he did to Andrea Constand back in 2004.
Mm-hmm. Yes, he was.
He was convicted for it. And she was the only one, I believe, that had some limitations left to her statutes or to the statutes of limitation. Mm-hmm. So they went based on her. But everybody else claims came back from the 60s and the 70s. Mm-hmm. Like, come on. Well, but it happened, Now a lot of people, when they, saying what happened. And we can't treat Bill Cosby no different than what they do, Harvey Weinstein. And a lot of they got proof on him too. But you can't use old age as an excuse. You should have thought about that in your younger years, how you treated people.
That's right.
Now you want me to feel sorry for you because you can't walk or you can't see and your health is this way and health is that way. When you damn sure didn't care back when you was threatening people with their careers if they don't play with you and play with you and do all those kinds of things. You didn't care then. So why should we care now that you are on the end of the stick now? You are in the fucking oven now. Cook his ass. Mm-hmm. It's just wrong. It's just that people use their power to, just to do things to people and hurt people for all these years. You just got to release it. Tell somebody. And I'm sure some things are still being kept under wrap against people. It's still going on. Look at people like Bill O'Reilly, who Fox News spent over $30 million to shut women up, or just to say, you know what, he did it, okay, here's your settlement, let's just settle this out of court. Mm-hmm. Come on. But you still continue to let this man get on TV and talk about people, threaten people with their jobs. Didn't he get Ludacris kicked off a Pepsi commercial? And here you go out here sexually molesting women, sexually abusing women. By Bill O'Reilly. And he still got a platform to spew his dumb bullshit. Yeah, talking about this stuff can be exhausting. It's just be like, y'all already know right from wrong. And if you
see Aunt Viv come for
For who?
For Phylicia Rashad.
Phylicia, yes. Phylicia knows she's wrong. And y'all scared of her because she a black woman and been on TV for years? Fuck that. Phylicia Rashad, you were wrong. Now, should you be canceled? That's up to everybody else. But you were fucking wrong. You know Bill Cosby did that shit to them women. He just didn't do it to you. It's always tough when it's someone you love. She's one of the women when you go and say, somebody did this to me. And she would say, oh, no, not him. I've known him 30 years. I know he ain't touched you. Oh, I know. You better stop telling them lies. That's what I'm talking about.
People like her.
Yes. When you say, oh, my cousin touched me. Oh, not Jackie's son. Oh, everybody loves Jackie's son.
I think he just grabbed you.
Yes.
He didn't touch you.
Come on.
And don't go telling people.
Yeah. That's that down south. Shh. Let me move you up north. Let me move you out west so somebody can stop thinking about you. Like, come on. We're not doing that in the 2020s. We're not doing that. Put their asses on blast. Now she's gonna come out with a statement. I respect all women. All of his bullshit. And then after you done said how you really feel about Bill Cosby, what about those women that said some shit, that came out and said some, said what happened to them? Now, oh, I know it. It was a miscarriage of justice. Bye. He did his little time. He paid his little debt, but it's still not enough. But come on, Phylicia, and all those who celebrate Bill Cosby. It's just like you celebrate and, okay, he murdered somebody. Oh, let's celebrate because he's coming home. Mm-hmm. That's not no damn party. Mm-hmm. Somebody else's family member is still
You know what?
in pain.
I said this last night, and this is so true with Bill Cosby. People still cannot separate Cliff Huxtable and Bill Cosby. Mm-hmm. They just can't. Because they keep constantly bringing up the Cosby Show and, oh, he's America's dad. No, Cliff Huxtable was America's dad. Bill Cosby is Bill Cosby. Just like Robert Kelly and R. Kelly.
Now when I watch the Cosbys, I can separate Bill Cosby from Cliff Huxtable.
You can't separate Robert
I can't do it from Robert Kelly because Robert Kelly was singing True Hollywood stories about his life and giving them songs to other people.
Yeah, well.
Can you believe that? And remember when he had us in the Trapped in the Closet series?
He didn't have me.
Listen. Bitch, everybody else said she had different versions and chapters. That was a movement in radio. You can't even get that no more. Like, that was very clever. Turned into a show on BET, but I don't know who that really was about with him being trapped in a closet. I don't know. But yeah, man. Phylicia. But what did Aunt Viv say to?
Well, she came at her like she told her first post. She said, "Girl, all of us knew that he's been doing this for years." And she said, "I even have some friends that he did it to that didn't even come out." She basically, but she said that all of us in the industry at that time knew what he was doing. Because it was
even Whoopi probably knew
that he was doing it. And because at that time he was big on television, a lot of people were, oh no, but and she's still coming at her. Because she got her mojo back.
Right.
She was on a polls recently.
Right. After she fixed it with Will, everything was right.
Okay. She's getting that money now.
Yeah.
And now she's talking again.
And it's not Will Smith's comment. Well, look, somebody needs to tell.
Now she's coming at Claire Huxtable.
Yeah, somebody needs to tell Claire she's wrong. Because the damn sure ain't some of y'all.
Than the black outfit.
Yes, the other black.
The original outfit. Because we know damn well Daphne Reed ain't gonna do it.
No, she's not. She's minding her own business.
No,
and she always done.
Yeah,
you ain't never hear a peep out of her since the Fresh Prince of Will ran off there.
No,
and that's been 25 years. You ever heard her say nothing?
No. Which, by the way, those are our cash apps at the bottom. Y'all hit us up because we got a lot more to come. Okay, we're just getting started.
This is the rent party. Okay,
right. This is the rent party. This is really the rent party. Okay,
yeah. So $1 a holler.
That's right. So the Scorpion and Lauren Babe. The Scorpion is Kevin. Lauren Babe is me. Start hitting them cash apps right now. Right now, we'll give y'all a shout out because then we'll be able to see who's sending it.
Happy July the 1st.
And happy July the 1st. Where the fuck did June go?
Let me tell you,
June came and went. June said, my name is Bennett, and I ain't in it.
Let me tell y'all, I ain't bring it sad. June was just like, I ain't doing shit. I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, it was
the rent party. This is the rent party. And it's 400 of y'all, almost 400 of y'all in here. This is the rent party.
I'm doing
good. Cash apps.
Well, I forgot to post on Twitter, Instagram that we're here. I forgot. So, yeah, I'm Phylicia Rashad. I love her and everything. She's still, but baby, she was so wrong for that.
Yes, she was. She really
was so wrong.
You know who else was wrong? Who? Moving on from the Cosbys?
Yeah.
Tamar Braxton.
About what? Going
so today, yes. Because today Meghan McCain announced that she was
I seen that while I was at work.
Leaving The View. And I can't wait to watch.
Thank you, Maury.
Yes, thank you to Maury. Thank you to Kimberly Oaktree. Thank you to Lisa B. Thanks
Kimberly Oaktree.
Meghan McCain announced today that she's leaving The View and that this is her last season and she's going to be on until the end of July. And I'm kind of sad. And I am kind of sad because while, Meghan McCain has been bratty and she's been a bitch, but I think that since Elizabeth Hasselbeck, Meghan McCain was the best person that filled that seat, because you can't really name any of the Republican women who came after Elizabeth Hasselbeck, except for Meghan McCain, because she's the only one that really made an impact, whether you liked her or not. But Tamar Braxton posted today, somebody posted saying, they need to replace Meghan with a woman of color. Where's Tamar Braxton? And then Tamar said, Tamar on The View with the eye. No. First of all, that's not your audience. Right. That's not your lane. And those women are not going for those antics. Whoopi and Joy alone are not going for those antics.
I think she would bring like the Star Jones of the Star Jones era of when she was with Al and just try to take over the show.
Yeah, it's not. No, she couldn't take over that show.
Yeah,
that's those women. It's not the real.
No,
that's a different type of setting. It's not the real, and you can't. No.
Thank you to Maury, Kimberly Oaktree, and Miss Lisa B.
They all sent me. Yeah, they sent it all. I know that's right.
Look at that. Let me show the love.
Yeah, I can show you some love. Oh yeah, you got to push the. Thank you. Keep the cash apps coming. This is a rent party. But I am gonna miss Meghan because I think that even with her antics, the views went up. In order to keep the views up, they're going to have to bring in somebody equally opinionated. Now, I don't mean bratty, but equally opinionated like her. Because if you're not, those views are going to go right back down. And you remember there was a time when I stopped watching The View.
Yeah, but because they had to hit their rough patch.
Yeah, because I think that was
because they kept firing and firing.
Yeah, remember they fired Joy, and I was like, no, I'm not watching this no more. Like, no, I'm not doing that. But I think somebody suggested Candace. I said,
bitch, I would DVR that every day. Even Saturday and Sunday, okay? Because I know it's something that's going to come on.
Candace taking over that seat.
Right.
What?
Right. No.
All right, Whoopi going to have it?
Candace would make The View lose sponsors.
See, that type of drama I like.
I like her, but not I don't even like Candace Owens. Like, she try to make people think, but I just like it's all bullshit. It's like you just against being black.
Right.
When you look in the mirror, do you like being black at all?
Right.
No, she doesn't.
Right.
And she always just goes against everything.
Everything.
And all the people that try to come against the lady that turn her back on the American flag, F y'all. Because where was y'all when all those people went to the White House January the 6th?
Mm-hmm.
And none of y'all said that was un-American.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all all cheered it on. But as soon as somebody turned their back to the American flag, this is your chance to say, she's wrong.
Mm-hmm.
You're really coming at her because she's a black woman.
Mm-hmm.
And how dare you? If you don't like this country, leave it. Well, if you don't like that 80-something million people voted for Joe Biden,
mm-hmm. maybe you should leave.
Yeah, maybe you should leave. That was American.
Yeah.
And you're saying it's un-American. It's a democracy, a free and fair election. The reason why so many people voted for both, more for the Democrats, because They knew that they didn't have to stand in line to vote.
Mm-hmm.
Why stand in line in the hot ass sun
Mm-hmm.
for 7-8 hours when I could just take my ballot, fill it out, mail it in, and it's going to be counted? Genius.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, vote by mail has been around for years, decades.
Mm-hmm.
But this was the time where it was really done. And yeah, you got some voting fraud, but it ain't enough to overturn no election. It ain't that much fraud out there at all.
And see, Republicans really don't want there to be this mail-in ballot system because they know this country is leaning more left.
Mm-hmm.
And they know that they really don't have legs to stand on. That's why they are fighting this what is it that's going on with the schools now that they're trying to teach
critical race theory.
They don't want that in the school.
But I heard they was only teaching that in college.
Yeah, but they don't want it. But some of these places don't even want it.
They don't want it because it tells the truth
right
about what happens.
They don't want to talk about the truth. They don't want to talk about the truth. They don't want to talk about the ugly truth of this country, which is slavery. They don't want to do that. You know, they want to keep harping on this. Oh, Donald Trump won the election and it was stolen from him, which is a lie.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a lie. And can I just say something too? I keep thinking about this, and I want some of y'all probably already know this, but for those of y'all that don't, a lot of black men in this country have conservative thinking ways about them. A lot of them. A lot of black men voted for Donald Trump in 2016. A lot of them feel the same way a lot of these Republicans feel about certain things. A lot of black men have conservative thinking ways, and it's kind of scary. It really is to me. It's kind of scary because it shows you where a lot of their mindsets are. You know, it bothers me. Like that one guy that we used to promote on our show, the one who had the show on WeTV. I follow him on Instagram, and he's just like a mess. The one from Philly, he is a mess.
Well, they paid us nice.
God, they did pay us nice, but
yes,
he's a mess.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, him on his Instagram stories,
he's still Team
Trump.
Trump.
Oh God, it's Team Trump. I mean, he's Team Trump and beyond. When Trump lost, he posts all these conspiracy theory videos of how the Democrats cheated and how Kamala Harris is really not.
You notice we didn't do
president.
that when Trump won. We didn't say he cheated or anything.
Bro, no.
It just took Hillary a sleepover to say she lost.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't say, "Oh, this, that." Yeah, we know about Russia,
mm-hmm.
but we can't overturn no election because of what happened with Russia.
No, not at all, not at all. It's sad and it's unfortunate because they will continue. And Donald Trump is not running for president in 2020.
Oh, y'all gonna go watch that versus? Go ahead, but go ahead and watch Bobby Brown. Nobody worry about no Bobby Brown.
I don't believe.
Go ahead.
I don't believe that Donald Trump is running for president in 2024. However, he's just.
It's a shame that he could still run this country because people know he can get on. What platform can he really get on and say don't vote for this?
Because
person?
he turned that. Wait, his platform that he created is no longer in existence.
No, the president's death of Donald Trump.
They shut that.
Who cares? Nobody cares what he thinks.
Nobody.
And now he's really mad because nobody's thinking about it.
Right. If Mike Pence runs, he will not get the
win.
Republican nomination.
So
he won't even win. He won't even win the presidency because Republicans won't nominate him.
No.
Okay.
He's not going to get far.
No.
Like the Republicans,
they're not going to nominate him.
They have really gone off the deep end.
Republicans now are going to nominate somebody who's Trump-like.
Who believe? You got to believe in lies,
Mm-hmm.
bitch. You got to be like, bitch. Santa Claus really came down the chimney.
Mm-hmm.
And put these gifts there because even if you didn't see it, it really happened. No, bitch, it really. Do you understand that it really happened? You know, you might not have seen it, but it happened.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's how they are. Like everything, it's like they try to make you believe a lie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, if you would have watched the video, if you didn't know that this is January 6th, you would have thought this is people going to a museum.
Yes. Yes.
Where?
They did say that. They are.
Where?
Yep. They are saying that, Kevin.
I ain't seen not one person go into the Metro Academy of Science like that.
I've been to the U.S. Capitol. I went to a U.S. Capitol tour in 2016, and we did not act like that when we went on that tour. Okay, didn't none of us break nothing? Didn't none of us go in rooms that we weren't supposed to go into? Didn't none of us go into offices that we weren't supposed to go into? Which I still find it strange that a lot of those people were able to find where those politician offices were, because I said this plenty of times. When I went on that Capitol tour, there's not a sign that even lets you know where a bathroom is, let alone an office. So how did they find Nancy Pelosi's office? How did they find these people's office? How? Because there's nothing to let you know where their offices are.
Right. And now they want to out the person that shot and killed the girl, Ashley Babbitt. Listen, she shouldn't have been hopping through windows, okay? That's what happens when you do things you're not supposed to be doing. You really, they already barricaded. That was good enough. Then you kick through the window and think he was going to go through. Right. You see how fast she hit that floor? On that bullet? Oh my God.
Yeah. The one that got killed, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's not funny. Right. Like, girl, do you know what you're doing?
You shouldn't have been in there.
That could have been anybody.
Yeah. And I feel bad that she died, but my thought
she shouldn't have been in that building.
You shouldn't have been in there. Because let me tell you something. I'll never forget, as long as I live, Mischief Night. This was in the early 90s. Because I remember my grandmother was still living.
You don't see nobody throwing an egg.
You better not. I was out there and I got hit by an egg. And I ran in the house crying. And the first thing my mom said to me was, you shouldn't have been out there. Not who did it. Because I ran in there thinking that she was about to come out there and raise hell because somebody hit me with an egg. She said, you shouldn't have been out there. You don't want to get hit, don't go out there. And I couldn't do nothing but sit there and look stupid with egg dripping all down me because she was right. I shouldn't have been out there. That woman had no right to be in that Capitol building. And now, look, she's lost her life.
Yep.
And somebody should have called her family and said, well, you know, I'm sorry, but she shouldn't have been in there, and then hung up. This is what happens when you go places you're not supposed to go. My mom pulled that same trick on me too. Some years later, I was a teenager by this time, and we were playing. I forget what we were playing. We were playing Manhunt maybe, and I was hiding on this guy's deck. And my hand got stuck in between the grooves, the way his deck was. And it got, Kevin, it was one of the worst pains ever. And I ran home with my hand just as big and swollen, ran home, whatever. And when I got home, my mom was sitting on the porch. And she said, can you move your fingers? And I said, yeah. I said, yeah, I can move my finger with my hand. She said, all right, it's not broke. So she said, go in there. I forgot what she told me to get. I came back on the porch and I sat next to her and she did what she did. And she said, you shouldn't have been on that deck. You shouldn't have been on there. You got other places to hide. Don't hide on nobody's stuff. That's how my mom was. Don't go up there. And then you won't get hurt. Because I'm not taking you to the hospital.
Hold up. Bitch, we've been going a whole month. And you talking about Bobby Brown and Keith Sweat. Ain't going to be nothing but like 300,000 people. 400,000 at most.
Laura Bush should join The View. Why?
Right. What is Laura Bush
talking about? Yeah, she's not talking about nothing.
No, I think Anna Navarro should get a job.
No,
but I'd like her.
She's not strong enough.
No, yeah, but because she recognizes the bullshit.
Yeah, she do recognize the bullshit, and I like that. But you need somebody. You need another. You need a nut. You need a nut. You need another nutmeg. Because Anna Navarro, she's a conservative, but because of the Trump. You know, she's like you said, she recognizes the bullshit, but you need somebody on that show who don't recognize the bullshit, so it can just make you mad and you can watch them argue.
But let me tell you how she got fired. Because Meghan got fired. She got fired for disrespecting Whoopi 2 Fridays ago, telling Whoopi, I don't care what you think and all this and that. Once she did that, I think Whoopi was like, you know what? It's either her or it's me. Now y'all better pick, because Whoopi is tired of her. And it's like every time Meghan got to complain about everything, or she got to argue with Joy and go back and forth with this. And we tired of hearing about my father. We're tired of that. Do something. And I'm glad she's going. You see how ugly her husband is?
I didn't watch The View today. I got to watch it later.
You got to see what her husband looks like. I don't see it. I don't see what. Ew.
I mean, you got to get it how you can get it. You got to get it how you can get it. I just, I kind of, all right, I can see where you're going with she got fired, but part of me says no, she quit because she's tired of, because she's been complaining for a while. She's the only conservative on ABC, which when you stop and think about it, I think she is. I don't think there's any other conservative view on ABC. But
what's the former governor from New Jersey?
Chris Christie?
Yeah, he works at ABC.
Child, he comes on as a commentator. Yeah, but no, we're talking about somebody who has a permanent job like her. He's a commentator, and he comes on Sundays. He gets paid. What's the name? But Meghan McCain is a regular
coordinator.
Well, all networks have different. I'm talking about somebody who actually has a seat like Meghan McCain on a big show. He's just a commentator that comes on. She is the only one on ABC that has the conservative view other than commentators that come on. That's one. And then I think, too, she's gotten tired of, because she complains about it on the show. She's the only conservative voice. And when she says that, that's a dig at Anna, too, when she says it. Because her and Anna really don't like each other. She digs at Anna, because I remember early on when Anna first started coming on regularly, she said something to Anna, well, are you a conservative or not? Because you act like you're, and I remember Anna tore her to pieces. Don't you question me. And ever since that exchange that they had, it's always been, they only speak to each other when they have to.
Right.
They only speak to each other when they have to. I just think that she's gotten tired. Like she feels as though she doesn't have any backup. Which, if you are somebody who's in her position, I can see you feeling that way. But I always felt as though after that girl left, Abby Phillips, they should have brought on another strong, because Abby wasn't strong at all. She wasn't strong. She was weak. Hell, her Megan.
That was her girlfriend.
Yeah, but Megan cussed her out too.
I don't even remember why.
Yeah, she told her off too. But
not Abby Phillips, Abby Huntsman.
Huntsman. Yeah, Phillips.
Because I'm like Abby Phillips, CNN.
Oh yeah, CNN. That's the black girl too. Abby Huntsman.
And she's pregnant. Congratulations.
Yeah. She didn't mention Anna in her speech today because she doesn't care for her. I remember that episode when she questioned Anna being a Republican, and Anna tore her to dog. Like, don't you ever question me about me being a Republican? And it shut her right on up. And ever since that episode, they never really spoke to each other. They only spoke to each other when they needed to. And other than that, you don't never hear them acknowledge each other on the show. Never. They never, because they don't like each other. They really don't like each other. Mm-hmm. And it's not for show. They don't like.
And don't nobody want Tommy Loren on those views. So no, come on, no.
But I do want a strong mind, because, like I said, after Elizabeth Hasselbeck, you can't name any really of the other women. Well, I can, but a lot of people can't until Meghan McCain came on.
They might bring Elizabeth Hasselbeck back.
Well, they need to. These days? Well, she's on Fox. She's not on Fox. Oh, she's not no more. Mm-hmm. Oh, they might. They might.
She might come back.
That's if she wants to, because I think she likes not being there no more. Yeah. She likes not having that stress.
Yeah, I mean, it is a stressful job.
You got to be on your toes.
Mm-hmm. Well, and when they're going to Amanda Seals, I probably wouldn't watch.
Who?
Amanda Seals.
No, it would be.
But they're not going to bring another Democrat on. They're going to bring somebody in there that's a Republican.
They have to. They have to, and they need to bring two.
Mm-hmm.
Amanda Seals wouldn't be good for the show because it wouldn't be. You have to bring in an opposition view, not the same view, because majority of them on that show have the same view.
And everything will be because everything is racist.
And then I don't want to watch it no more because it's no back and forth. So you have to bring in an opposition. And I don't want to see Amanda Seals anyway, because like you just said, with her, everything is racist.
Yeah.
Oh my God, did you see how they grabbed that bag at Acme? Yeah, they're racist. Why'd they grab the white bag? Why didn't they grab the brown paper bag? I don't know. Wow, they ran out of brown paper bag, huh? Oh my God, man.
Talking about called to Sarah Palin, and Nancy Grace.
No, none of those three.
They still need somebody younger too.
Yeah, none of them three.
Yeah.
Candace Owen.
No, I'm telling you, no. And she would get Joy. She would get them all together and be wrong, and still be wrong. Get them all together and still be wrong.
Getting frustrated. Like, do you know what
Go to commercial.
Go to commercial. And that's another thing that Meghan didn't like. And she called her out on it too. Right. That two episodes ago. Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna have to be honest with y'all. I was agreeing with Meghan, because it's like every time Meghan says something they didn't like, here go Whoopi. Oh, we're going to commercial. And then Meghan finally said, "Why are we going to commercial?" Oh, because they're telling me to. No, they're not telling you to. You just want to go to commercial because you don't agree with what I'm saying.
They tell her to go.
Yeah, they're not telling you to go to commercial. No, they're not. I agree with her. If you really think about it, every time Meghan was going in on something on a topic, Whoopi always, we're going to commercial.
You know what I hate?
Why? Why?
Because when you first started watching The View used to be straight up 15 minutes conversation. Mm-hmm. And now they got that pause in the middle when it gets heated. And
I don't like that. Yeah, I don't like that either.
You get a 4-minute commercial break.
Right.
Stop that.
Right.
Give me the full 15 minutes. Let them argue. We'll be right back.
The best argument days of The View
are gone. Gone.
And you can only see it on YouTube.
I remember when I used to come home from work and wait to go to YouTube to see how Elizabeth and Rosie went at it.
That infamous
you didn't stand up for me.
What do you mean? I defended you. You did nothing. And you're a coward. And then Joy said, let's go to commercial. And she said, no. But Rosie said, no, we're not going to commercial because we still got more time. Let's go to commercial. She said, no, we don't. We still got more time.
Sherry secured her job that day. Okay.
What's her name said? Elizabeth said, Rosie, I just don't understand where these hard feelings are coming. She said, Elizabeth, you something like, and something stand up for me, and you said nothing, and that's cowardly. Don't you dare call me a coward. That's cowardly. I said, yeah. She said, what'd she say? What'd she say? Poor fat lesbian Rosie. She said, there's nothing bad. Y'all have to watch that argument. That is by far the best View argument ever. And they never went to commercial. They let them argue straight through.
Then they had the split screen camera.
They had the split screen.
At that time, you better not do no split screen camera.
They said that Barbara Walters was at home calling the network. Go to commercial. They would not go to commercial. Woo! She said, poor fat lesbian Rosie. I said, oh my God. And the audience didn't know whether to laugh. They were all quiet. And then remember, at one point, Joy and Sherry got up and walked off, and they were still arguing. I said, oh my God. Y'all have to watch it.
Oh my God.
You have to. YouTube. All you have to do is go on YouTube 2006. And watch and just type in Rosie Elizabeth.
Rosie versus
and it's going to come up.
Yeah.
And it is good.
I might find it by damn self. Good.
I've watched. It's good. Those days of The View are long gone. You don't see arguments like that because now everything is go to commercial, go to commercial, go to commercial. I don't want to go to commercial. Let's argue this out. And then we're going to go to commercial. Which, by the way, before we go to the next topic, there's our cash apps, The Scorpion and Lauren Babe. Hit us up because we got some more topics. Well, how long is it?
10 minutes.
You would not even look me in the face, Elizabeth, and say, no, Rosie, I can understand how people might have thought that. Why don't you take this opportunity like I'm 6?
Because you are an adult and I am certainly
Can I show this?
to
No.
me.
Yeah, I think so.
For you to explain your thoughts, they're your thoughts. Defend your own insinuations.
I defend my thoughts.
Defend your own thoughts.
Right, but every time I defend them, Elizabeth, that's poor little Elizabeth that I'm picking on.
You know what? Poor little Elizabeth is not poor little Elizabeth.
That's right. That's why I'm not going to fight with you anymore because it's absurd. So for 3 weeks, you can say all the Republican crap you want. I'm not going to do
It's much
it.
easier to fight someone like Donald Trump, isn't it? Because he's obnoxious.
I've never fought him. He fought me. I told a fact about him. He didn't like this conversation.
I was in the middle of this conversation. Opportunity.
You don't give me anything. You don't have to give me. I asked you a question.
I asked you a question.
You wouldn't even answer it.
You answer your own question.
Oh, Elizabeth, I don't want. You know what? You really don't understand what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying.
You got to get into it. They were talking about Donald Trump even back then. He was saying some bullshit.
So it's been extremely honest episode.
All I did was say, look, why don't you tell everybody what you said? I did that as a
Believe
friend.
it is not defend me. I asked you if you believe that I
You
thought
answer
that
your own question. I don't believe that your suggestion was right.
since September.
Yes.
I have told you I support the
I have done the
troops.
same for you.
I asked you if you believed what the Republican pundits were saying.
Yes.
And you said nothing, and that's cowardly.
No. That is not. Do not call me a coward because number one, I sit here every single day. Open my heart. And
So do
tell
I.
people exactly what I believe.
So
do I.
Do not call me a coward, Rosie. I do not coward. It was not coward. It was honest. It is coward. Is there no commercial on this show?
Would it be on PBS?
It's a rhetorical question that you never answer yourself. That is coward. Directing the show. Let's go to commercial. Let's go to commercial. Water with
Sarah, she votes is over. Look, she's over. Can you imagine them commercial breaks? Baby. Baby. Elizabeth did used to hold her own, and that's what the show needs. I keep telling people that's what Meghan came on and did too. We didn't like her bratty ways, but she held her own. You need somebody like that that's going to be able to hold her own, not somebody that you can over talk or whatever. Because then the show's not going to be like that, and I'm not going to tune in. I'm just not. I'm just not going to tune in. I'm really not.
Where the fuck this understood the assignment thing came from?
Oh, God.
Everybody is talking about
yeah,
this.
it's
I've been
you're
going.
You be at work because it's old. It's been going on for a few months now. Understanding assignment is basically somebody who
does the job superiorly well.
Who does it well, and they understood the assignment. Okay. Elizabeth Hasselbeck, I don't care what nobody say. Elizabeth Hasselbeck and Meghan McCain understood the assignment. They understood it and they executed. All of those other women who were on The View, those Republican women, they didn't understand the assignment. That's why we're not talking about them.
Right.
Because they didn't understand it. They didn't understand it.
Now you get rid of that. Okay.
Now hit up our cash apps. Hit up our cash apps. Kevin
Yeah,
said
if you want, it don't matter what you said. At this point, it's okay. You can send $1.05, $1.05, $1.50. I mean, it don't matter.
Because y'all ain't see us in a minute.
So what did you think about the BET Awards?
I didn't get to watch all of it, but what I did see, it was pretty good.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad show.
It wasn't a bad show. And it was good to see everybody
right
in the same room. Mm-hmm. The same people you see on Instagram are the same people that perform. Megan Thee Stallion, the baby, little baby. you just see these same. They're like, oh,
let me tell you,
you just see them.
I think visually, the best performance that I've seen there was Tyler the Creator, and he wasn't even up there long. I just like that he had fun. He played with his background, and like I loved it. I don't remember what the song was. I just remember the car and the wind and him running and all of that. Like I like stuff like that. I love people who are not the same like everybody else.
Shout out to AG3D Photo for your cash app. Thank you.
Yeah, I didn't see anything. I don't know if anything came up. But hey,
because you're talking.
Yeah, okay. No, I didn't get anything. Okay. Don't do that to me, okay? I've been going through it these days.
I know.
You
Wait a minute. Never told me about that guy at your job that you.
Oh my God! Oh, bitch!
You never told because remember?
Don't bring it here because
okay. Okay. All right.
Somebody he knows watches our show.
I get it.
And I don't need him trying to go to HR
because I remember you were going to tell me, but then I had my accident. So then, that's how long it's been.
Yes.
Did y'all have that meeting though?
No. And you know what? I'm okay.
Okay.
I'm okay.
Okay.
I'm okay.
All right.
But you know.
Yeah. I get it.
So yesterday not yesterday. The day before yesterday.
Okay.
I got pulled into the office.
Oh, again. Because I think this is your second time.
It was like, okay.
This is your second time that you told me.
Yes. Well, this one wasn't too bad. I mean, no, this was just like.
Stop getting pulled in the office.
It was like, Kev.
Right.
You know, they talked to me about this call that I had. I knew it because now my calls get monitored. It was something wrong with my calls where my calls wasn't monitored. So my calls get monitored now. But every time I get my quality insurance, bam. I never felt one. So anyway, I was like, oh my God, I know when I come back, this caller, I know somebody's gonna say something to me about this call. So Tuesday, you know, hey Kevin, come here. But they encouraged me because they said, we know that you we know you put up with it, but but you shouldn't have did what you did at the end of that call. And I said, okay, y'all right. You know, they was like, you know, they was really cool with me.
Right. Just get to the point.
And guess what happened the next day?
What?
I get pulled back into the office by the big boss.
Uh-oh.
Someone went to Twitter and tweeted about me and tweeted about how outstanding my customer service.
Oh, that was so nice. Oh, so they must have added the company.
Yes.
Oh, that was nice.
Yes.
I know that's right.
And I get a bonus.
Go
So
ahead.
I was just like, you know,
Did they say your name in the tweet?
Yeah.
Because how did they know it was you? They said
they put my name. Yeah, I said put my name in the tweet and let them know. I said, but I was like, are you gonna go to Twitter? Because I said people always say they're gonna go to Twitter and they never do.
And they did.
And went to Twitter.
That was nice.
And I got a bonus. So, you know, that was just like, okay, Kev. Like now I just be like, I be trying to keep it cool, but it's hard because I'm so.
Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. Kevin, you remember I used to do it. And I used to come home to tell you about all them calls and all that. Trust me.
Thank you, AG3D Photo.
Trust me. I remember those days.
So yeah, it's tough because some people like today, the first of the month, everybody waits to the last minute. I can't really say what I do, but everybody waits to the last minute to call.
Yeah, I get it.
If today felt like a Monday and everybody called like bitch, like the supervisor, he was like, yeah, we're gonna get some breakfast. The way those calls came, it was no time to order breakfast nowhere. And for what? Bitch, we was just on the phones
because
all
it's
day.
Month.
Yes. Everybody. Oh, I need this. Okay, I got you. Kevin, you want to stay a little bit later? If I would have stayed today, we wouldn't be talking because I probably just now be getting.
And how long? When did you go to work today?
6 o'clock
in the morning, and you got off from 6 to 7. 6 to 6. 12 hours.
Yep. 12 hours there. And the day before that, I did 14 hours. Yep. Just working. Yep. And working because I got more of these trips coming up, bitch. I gotta pay for everything.
Yeah.
You know, that's why I put my Cash App up there. Let me get rid of that. Yeah. Did y'all see my Cash App?
Yeah,
hold up.
Hit the Cash App.
You know, I don't want to be no
Kevin's going on a trip. We're back. Hello, we're back.
Thank you, Bree Nicole. Thank you, AG3D Photo.
We're back, y'all.
I've been landing low and spreading.
I got my staples out of my head. My head is all healed. We are back.
Yes.
Somebody just sent me something too.
Yes.
Shout out to y'all. We are back.
Yeah.
Show us some love. Y'all got to show us. They got to do like you do in church. Send that love offering. Shout out to Bree Nicole. That's right. We are back.
I don't think WWE is selling. I don't think WWE will sell their company. But let's get back to the BET Awards. So I like Tyler. Let me tell y'all somebody who did amazing. Jasmine Sullivan. Jasmine Sullivan and Ari Lennox to get up on TV and to sing about dick, how you want to sit on it, how you want to spin on it, and how you want to spit on it, and not one FCC complaint come in. That means y'all fucking did that. That was amazing to watch, not just because of what y'all sang about, because first of all, that's an odd pairing.
The two of them.
Yes. Yeah. And then y'all get up there and do your thing. And then you had
they were chills. They were beautiful.
Maxine Waters, yes. And then Maxine Waters, you know, Jasmine is doing her thing with the hotels. No, I'm sorry. I got chills. With the hotel series, it's good that like people finally waking up and showing Jasmine love. Like Jasmine always release an album, somebody do some crazy shit, and she gotta sit down for a couple of years or something happen. Like she accepted her award for album of the year. She beat out people who nobody gonna get at the Jasmine. I'm sitting there like, damn, I wish
album of the year, the BET Award.
Yes, and I was like, oh bitch, you won with album of the year. Like this is when you're like, first of all, you got NAACP, but I think the BET Awards holds a little bit more prestige right now. I know, don't get mad, but y'all don't really go to the NAACP awards like that.
They don't.
Like when you talking about with the mainstream, BET is more mainstream than the NAACP awards.
Because the NAACP awards is catered to a different audience.
But it's not everybody be there.
Yeah, everybody be there, but it's not catered to the Little Nas X and the Lil Baby and the Baby audience. It's not making the style. It's not catered to. Whereas the BET Awards is catered to that audience.
Yeah.
And then some, because you even got some older people that are watching the BET Awards too. You know.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, but I was just happy that Jasmine I think she won like 2 awards that night, and she got her performance and she got her flowers. And you don't really hear Jasmine having hits like that, but to see her get her love and her praise, and so many women say thank you for talking about women experiences with just everything that they talk about on that album. Jasmine, you deserve everything. And I hope that she gets those Grammy nominations for next year. I hope she gets it. Hope she gets a chance to perform on the Grammy stage, because she performed at the fucking Super Bowl this year. Why not perform? I think that people like her and people like SZA and all of them, they've been getting all of this love. And Jasmine ain't really been getting no love like that. Like, Jasmine ain't been out here for fucking 13 years.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm not saying that all the other ones aren't good, because her is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Andre Day is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But y'all be forgetting about someone who been here.
Mm-hmm.
Holding it down for these young girls.
Mm-hmm.
Jasmine been there for all these new people came out. Jasmine fucking been there. Ain't nobody singing like her vocally, honestly.
Queen Latifah came out and set it off. But you're right about Jasmine Sullivan.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She has endured all these eras, and she's still here.
Mm-hmm.
She's still here.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I like everybody doing their thing. But ain't vocally they not out singing Jasmine. And I don't think it's going to happen for a long time, because of who y'all be going off for,
Mm-hmm.
what y'all be liking.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Ain't nobody going to... Child, Jasmine is like one of the last best ones to come out. Who else is like vocally killing it? It's not a lot of vocals these days. You get out there, you make it, I'm going to get high, I'm going to fuck you music, and you go ahead. Like, y'all don't appreciate the Jasmine Sullivan's Fantasia.
I agree with you, thetruth.com.
Let me see
And
what she
they
said.
need to start giving Jasmine Sullivan the stage by herself.
Right.
She keeps having to share the stage with people. Give it to her by herself.
Mm-hmm.
She can command a stage by herself. Okay? First of all, she's from Philly. Okay? Patti LaBelle, Jill Scott, to name a few. She can command a stage by herself. She don't need, no help. Not saying that Ari isn't good, because Ari's just as, but Jasmine can do it by herself. Okay? She don't need no backup singers. I mean, the only backup singers she needs is the 3 singers behind her.
Right.
You don't need no other help from nobody but the artist.
She don't. But they be doing Jasmine so wrong, and Queen Latifah was this year's recipient of the Lifetime Achievement Award. I don't think nobody got the humanitarian award. They should have gave it to some black doctors. I don't know what happened to BET with the humanitarian awards, but BET, y'all need to get together. Y'all should have given it to some black doctors. Because y'all could inspire children to become doctors.
Mm-hmm.
And I seen one before I talk about Queen Latifah, they had a commercial that came on and was talking about seeing the brighter side of black life or something like that. Because when I first saw the commercial, I was like, damn, she ain't even got no father with her. Like, she pregnant, got a child. Like, that's how we really stereotype ourselves and how people really see us. And then as the commercial went on, you really seen like the other side. Like, she was standing there waiting for her baby father to come pick her up with the other child while pregnant. The person was not going to rob the store. He was just meeting up with people. Like, it was just like, damn, like we set our own selves up, and look what happens if you don't even put your people like that in that environment, or look at the bigger picture. I love that commercial. That shit fucked me up a little bit, because it's a shame. Like, damn, is that how I really think about our people? And then with Queen Latifah getting that Lifetime Achievement Award for all them old school rap artists, I don't know who one of them rap artists was. Who's in that black and gold? I don't know who that was. But, I enjoyed it. That's the Queen Latifah I remember. But Queen Latifah has transcended music. Like, she's way past music. She got her businesses. She's an actress. She's went beyond just rap. She got jazz albums.
The Rainbow Coalition.
She is not waving the flag. Now, this is my thing. I remember maybe 10, 12 years ago, I was like, well, why don't Queen Latifah come out? Then I thought about, well, why don't some other people come out? You don't really see them linked to any men or anything like that. So you just automatically think, well, they how old and, but they don't have to. Just because we are all out and proud and we do things, you don't know what their reason is for not coming out and doing whatever we out here doing.
I thought Queen Latifah used to date Common.
Yeah, in the movie. You're trying it. But you know what? Queen Latifah, she plays her role so well. You wouldn't think that, I can't see her with no man. She plays her role so well.
She is the queen.
Yes.
Shout out to Summer Jenkins.
She's an actress. She's definitely an actress.
Shout out to Summer. Keep them cash apps coming. Those are our cash apps. But yeah, she's definitely an actress. And she does a good job.
You're trying Queen Latifah.
Who, me?
Yes.
How? What am I saying wrong? She is a good actress. Ever since Living Single days. I mean, she was very butchy on Living Single.
Don't do Khadijah like that.
I mean, come on.
That was my show.
It was everybody's show. But I mean, come on.
And Queen Latifah, she said something, my love. Blank, blank, my love.
That's right.
I said, okay. Now, you're not going to find them on social media or anything like that. Queen Latifah is so good. If she wanted her tea spilled, it could have been spilled years ago.
Right.
Y'all could have been spilled Queen Latifah tea.
But I mean, why spill something that we already know what it is?
Yeah, but
I don't need to taste that to know that that's black cherry lemonade.
It's really good.
Isn't it? It looks like it's good too.
Yeah.
Where'd you get it from?
That right at that
gas station. I'm going to go get one after I leave here because it looks like it's good.
They got all different, Snapple is coming up in the world.
They are.
They are.
They are. But what I'm saying is, I don't need to taste it to know what that is.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same with Queen Latifah. I don't need for her to say it for me to know what it is.
But she don't come off like
no, she doesn't. No, she doesn't. No, she doesn't. However, a lot of women from her generation don't come off like that. A lot of them are them. Mm-hmm. And there is a certain way that a lot of them carry themselves that you'd be like, oh yeah. Now, granted, when Queen Latifah is working and she's on award shows, she's glammed up and she's looking pretty. Mm-hmm. But when she's when she's Dana Owens,
right,
she looks like
Cleo. You know what? The Queen Latifah gonna be in 50 years from now, they're gonna be like, Queen Latifah was one of the ones who got all the girls, and no, it was an open secret.
Yeah,
like they did about the women of the past. Yeah. Like it was no secret.
Quincy Jones was spilling everybody's tea.
Yeah,
yeah.
What they gonna say about Diddy?
But I can see Diddy being the Quincy Jones spilling everybody's tea. I can see him being
and get mad at somebody spilling his tea. Like Karen Steffens talked about them bloody sheets in that book.
But that bloody sheets would have been because of her, not him.
No, bitch. She said somebody was in that bed with bloody sheets.
Oh. and his bed. I didn't read her book. So you gotta. And who's bed? And whose bed? In his bed?
Yes.
He probably was sleeping with a female whose thing was on. Because I'm sure he wasn't getting, nobody wasn't putting him in no. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Where's she at now? She's one to talk.
I don't know.
She is one to talk. All those men she had up in her. Disgusting.
Oh, shit. Hold on. They come like Queen was the open secret. Like Luther, I don't think Luther was maybe he was an open secret.
Everybody knew Luther Vandross was gay.
I didn't think about Luther Vandross being gay when I was young. I didn't think about it until I was older and said,
when we were young, no. But when you got older and common sense set in, I mean, hello.
Like you
never seen him with no woman.
Yeah. Or children.
And you always seen him with that one backup singer, that man who was a backup singer.
I never was that his boyfriend? Ooh,
And then Patti LaBelle definitely spoke.
Yeah, she
she definitely spoke.
Bitch, I wanted to call her a lesbian slur. But can you imagine lesbian LaBelle? Patti LaBelle in her lesbian days.
What? Lesbian?
You don't know.
No.
You don't know Patti. Like I know Patti.
Clearly I don't.
No, let me stop with these.
You better stop, because Patty's still living.
She might come here and cook. I don't know. I might get her cook for me one day.
Don't do that to my grandmother.
Bitch, Patty probably had some tea too.
Listen.
She probably was doing her day. I think everybody that had their dip in the pond.
Okay, because we still don't know who Aretha Franklin's oldest son's father.
But then she wasn't no man. I mean a woman.
Well, no, but I'm just saying she had that child when she was about 12 or 15.
Yes.
Who?
Well, they could do a DNA test and find out.
Yeah, but they'd have to have somebody to do a DNA. All our kids are still living, but they'd have to do a DNA test with somebody.
Now, who
who
the oldest look like?
I don't know. I don't know what the oldest looks like.
The oldest got to be what? 60 something? Because Aretha was like 76.
Yeah. So the oldest is definitely in his 60s, close to 70.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Ooh, shit. Dionne Warwick.
What about her?
Now, who was the lesbian hoe back in the 60s? Who do you think was the hoe back in the day? Not lesbian. I didn't mean to say lesbian.
I don't know.
Who you think was a hoe back in the day?
I don't know.
Diana Ross.
Oh, yeah. I just came across a picture of Diana Ross pregnant for the first time. I think I came across a picture of her pregnant, and it wasn't even on the red carpet. It was like her with her kids at home or something like that. And it was from the 70s. And I said, oh, my God. Like, because, back then, you didn't see them pregnant.
Right.
They went away, had their babies, and then they came back and they weren't pregnant no more.
Right. They said Aretha was a hoe back in the day.
I mean, hello?
A hoe from the dough.
Aretha started out real young.
Yes.
And Diana was having kids with that married man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because Berry Gordy was married.
Always.
Okay.
They said Diana and Donna Summers.
Shaka was too busy.
The Clark sisters.
All right, next. They're not trying it. Yep. But I'm just saying, one on that movie. Yeah,
they made the one that's not in the movie the hoe.
Denise is in the movie.
But not like that. Like, she wasn't in the movie.
Yeah, she was. Movie. Yeah, she was until the 90s when she got into it.
No, I meant to say, like, the one that's not with them, like, who didn't have a say-so in the film. They put all the bad things about her. She didn't have no parts in that movie.
Well, because she was the problem sister.
Yeah, everything is her. Oh, she's the one married.
Shout out to Akira.
Kids and all. No, fuck that. They made it look like she was all out here doing stuff. Everybody got their shit.
But I think Denise admitted that she was out there doing shit.
But all of them was. Okay? All of them. I ain't had to know. I don't got to know them to know that.
I don't got to know Karen.
Yeah, when you grow up in the church like that, when you you want to do some things, and you get out there and you do some things. Catholic girls too.
Yeah.
Well, the stricter. I'd be like,
we're gonna leave the Catholics out of this.
Yeah.
I'm priests.
Yeah. Thank you, Akira Omer. The priest. And you know what? They got the nerve to try to tell Joe Biden, no, bitch.
Yeah.
You can't take no communion because you don't believe in abortions. I mean, you believe in abortions. Excuse me. And all the other motherfucking priests up there. What about all the boys that been touched in the church and you do nothing about it and you send everybody from church to church to church to let him go play with more boys? And that's not
instead of sitting his ass down.
Or kicking him out the church.
Indefinitely. Yeah.
Y'all got some fucking nerve.
Yeah.
That's why I don't fuck with the Catholic Church like that. But stuff like this now, y'all want politicians can't take communion because they don't think that everybody should have babies. Bitch, what about other Catholics who are pro-choice? That means you might as well just say, if you're pro-choice, you can't come to the Catholic Church. You kidding me? That's what I'm telling you. That's why I don't do it like that. Well, I mean, that's what I grew up as. Yeah, that's my church, bitch. That was my church. I love my church. They fed us. No. I know it was the altar boy, but I got my communion.
Did any of them ever look at you a certain kind of way?
No.
You cutting me off real fast.
No, because I didn't even get it. I told you I was no altar boy. So how they
You didn't have to feel awkward for them to look at you funny.
And I wasn't a part of
The
I wasn't a
congregation.
part of
You
a
just
lot
went.
of stuff. No.
You just went for free food.
Bitch, they always fed us. One thing's for certain, two things for sure. St. Martin de Porres will feed your ass, okay? We talking about a black church. I don't know about what they do with the white churches, but I know the black Catholic church, you got fed, okay? Either if it wasn't Sunday school, it was right at the church. Yes, right at the church.
You're gonna eat.
You know, you're gonna come downstairs and we're gonna have, we're gonna have a feast or whatever.
You're going to eat.
Yes.
Okay.
And you know what I love, bitch? The Father hollering in. Oh, bitch, anytime Eagles was playing, like that, that Sunday, oh, bitch, he would try to wrap church up so he could get in that church and watch the game at 1 o'clock. So
did you ever,
church was never that long.
Like go in the office with a priest and watch them shows?
For what? You trying to? Let me tell you something. If one of them priests did that, you see them commercials. Listen, bitch, the statute of limitations is running out. If you've been touched, dial this number. Bitch, y'all would have bitch.
Hello?
That's would have been down that number.
Baby!
And doing
down. I'd have been down and the commercial would have still been on. Everybody be quiet. Go in the next room.
Bitch.
Play those games.
Oh my God. I'm so sorry.
I ain't never seen them commercials, but I'll be looking out for them now.
Bitch. You don't never see the commercial. They say, oh my God, it's running. They say, New Jersey, time is running out. Because this church is filing for chapter something.
Oh no! What
you
channel
have
that
been
be on?
touched or be? I think Channel 6 is on regular TV.
Oh God, no!
Yes, Mikhail.
I ain't never seen them commercials. They always got them commercials about if you think you are old money,
yeah.
then I call. And they tell me, sir, they don't owe you nothing.
Did you take this drug? You may have mesothelioma.
Yeah. Were you somewhere exposed to expensive? I don't know, but I do got a little cough. I mean, they just hand the money out. Do you think you were exposed to asbestos? I don't know, but this cough has not gone away. So,
girl.
Yeah. And what is this encore that I keep seeing?
Oh, BET presents the encore. You didn't watch with the girl groups. You have to get.
Is it good?
Oh my God!
Which one is the mess on this show?
Lamisha from 702. First of all, bitch, you're not even known for your voice. All you do is drink, eat, and sleep. Then when it's time to get into the studio, oh my God, I'm so nervous. She went to sleep and never came back. Then she gets mad because I didn't watch this week's episode yet. I gotta watch it. But she got mad because Fallon, the girls from Phylicia and Fallon from Cherish, they writing all the songs, so they're gonna get a cute coin. Because I didn't know they was writing for all these other people. Like you hear a group and you don't see them no more, but they've been writing and they getting their money up. So they've been writing for the girls. They don't like the girl. The sex was spectacular. They don't like her like that. She talking about, no, I'm the creative director. And I'm like, what the fuck have you ever done to be creative director? Then Aubrey's trying to be creative director. Then Aubrey's trying to, well, maybe we should do the old girls and the new girls. And, maybe we should put the ones together who can do stuff and the ones who can't and make two separate groups. She's trying to divide the girls.
Well, how many girls is
it's
all
eight.
together?
It's 8 or 9. It's not 8 or 9.
And it's supposed to be one girl group with 8 people?
Bitch. Ain't nobody taking this seriously.
No.
But I mean, if they put some cute songs together, I might listen. I won't buy. I will stream. You got Pam from Total. You got Phylicia and Fallon from Cherish. You have Lamisha and Irish from 702.
Nivea.
You have Nivea, who wasn't in a group that I can think of. You got Shamira from Black and Pam. No, I'm missing somebody. Who am I missing, y'all?
Aubrey? Did you say Aubrey?
Who? Aubrey. Yeah, Aubrey. From Danny Kane. And, oh my God. Them girls from 702. I mean, the
Oh,
prettier looking
Kylie,
one.
Kylie too. Kylie Williams.
Kylie who?
Williams.
I already said Kylie from 3LW. Yeah, I
Oh, I
already
didn't hear you say
Keely from
whatever that
3LW.
is. Keely
Sex was Spectacular. I said her name. Remember that? I said her career was born and died the same day that video.
Then
came
you see
out.
what she talked about how she slept with Omar. Why would you go in there and say something like that?
She probably did.
Yeah, but she shouldn't have said that.
With her 5 chins down.
Yeah.
Do you see what she looks like?
Yes. She's just telling everything.
Bitch, can you imagine the stories Diana gonna tell?
Diana who?
Gross.
She's not telling nothing. You keep forgetting Diana's from that school, that old school. They ain't telling nothing like that. Diana Ross ain't never mentioned in 40 years, damn near 50 years, who her baby father is. And we all know it's Barry Gordy. And she ain't never put her lips to say Barry Gordy is my oldest daughter's father. She's never going to say it. Why? Because he was married when you slept with him and got pregnant by him. She's never going to say it.
I mean, at some
But
point,
we all know it.
you just gotta stand in the light and support your truth. You know?
Yeah, but I mean, like I said, Diana Ross is pushing 80. Them women from that generation, they coming from a class that you don't. They come from that old school class.
Right.
You don't speak about certain things.
They're
You
all
know
those
what it
Instagram
is.
girls.
But you don't.
Yeah, I
right.
slept with Lamar Odom.
Right.
Girl,
Right.
who gives a fuck?
Yeah, they need a
I slept
grandmother.
with
They need a
Tristan.
Diana Ross to sit next to them and say, "No, babe, you don't tell your business like that.
Yeah, how you keep securing
Yeah.
the bag telling your business?
Telling your business." Like that girl who got exposed, who tried to expose Trey Songz a few weeks ago. Posted the
Sleeping on
pictures.
the bed with him?
Yeah,
I
they're
didn't
going.
see
Then she
that.
gonna say, "Oh, well, she didn't post the picture. Somebody got in her phone and posted the picture." Girl, why would you even take that picture? And you did that.
Why would you let anybody get that close to your phone?
Yep.
You know what I got in that phone of me doing?
And then
you
she
ever
gonna
think I
say,
let
yeah.
Mikhail get too close to my phone?
Oh my God. Then she gonna say, Trey Songz. Then she gonna come out and try to apologize to Trey Songz by saying, "Oh, well, Trey is my friend." Trey came out and said, "It wasn't me." Basically, I don't know her. That's what you get. You fumbled the bag. And I followed the girl too, and I didn't know that. I knew she was a model, but I didn't know she was out here fucking these singers. But I should have known that because I mean, she's a pretty girl with a really, really big butt.
But flew out.
And now you don't fuck your bag up because you don't expose Trey Songz. I wouldn't fuck you no more either. Oh no, it wasn't me. Somebody got in my phone and did that. Huh? Girl, bye. You took the picture. You knew what you was doing. He probably been cut you off, and then you got mad, so you posted that picture.
Well, I don't feel bad for her.
These girls do like being community pussy. They really do, and it's a shame. And then they get on social media and brag about it. Huh? I remember when we was in school, some girls wouldn't even admit that they even sucked dick.
Okay.
Now these girls
do what?
Boldly. They would fight you if you said they
They're the children of these girls that refuse to do it.
Now these girls are boldly getting on social media, letting you know what they do. It's like, what happened to what's the word I'm looking for? What happened to people keeping shit like that under wraps?
That's because these moms, first of all, these moms are probably 15 years older than them. These moms haven't really been living or haven't seen anything. And it's not too much they could tell their children. Yeah. I don't know, but I just be
it's embarrassing.
They're from the era where they be like, how many children do you have?
Mm-hmm.
Is that your child?
Mm-hmm. Oh no, is that his father?
They're from the
is that his father?
You're not my dad.
Mm-hmm.
You from that era now.
I used to brag.
You can't say nothing to nobody.
Mind you, I used to brag to everybody, to all my friends when I was younger. I used to always say, yeah, my grandparents got 10 kids, and all of them got the same mother and father. They all got the same mother and father. Because it was like kind of rare to hear that 10 kids got the same mother and father, but they came from a generation where you got married and you had kids together.
And you better not been out there slipping and doing some things.
Okay. And if you was, you better make sure it didn't get back to this front door. Okay.
Yeah.
Now it's like, huh? What the hell is going on? Nobody's having babies to build a family. They're just having babies and saying, "Oh, that's my baby dad."
Yeah, because Trey Songz is, or you're going after these basketball stars so they can be your baby dad.
So they can be your baby dad, right?
Or you going after them because they black so they can be your baby dad, and you going after them because they light skin or they white or exotic. So they can have lighter skin and curly hair. Like, it's just all stupid reasons.
Yeah, it's stuff.
That's why I'm glad I don't got. You know why I don't got no kids? Because
nobody wants to have
do whatever I want to do.
That's right. Me too.
And fuck you, bitch.
What?
Because nobody want to have no idea.
Listen,
and since you don't want to have children
with
with me, send me $1 to my cash app.
I know that's right. That's right.
Send me $1, say, because we don't have no kids together.
Listen,
Bitch.
and when after you send him $1, send me 2.
Because we have 0 kids.
We got 0 kids, okay?
You know, and you know what I try to tell the young people in my job? Don't have no kids, don't have no kids, don't have no kids. Like, don't have no kids. Like, don't have no kids until you get your degrees, you do what you gotta do, you marry. Because a lot of these men, they ain't shit. And you don't want to be stuck with a baby. He ain't raising a baby. Like, look, let these other girls be your example of how not to be. Look around, look at them. Like, you ain't pregnant. You got your own apartment. You doing your thing. Stack your money up. You know, like, you know, I'm talking to them. You know, I'm an old head a little bit, so I got some experience. Because ain't nobody teach me how to run these boys back in the day. You know?
Okay.
Like, no, I'm kidding. Kevin did his stuff, bitch, and I'm still doing my thing.
Listen, I can imagine,
bitch.
I just hope you clean up before they come.
Oh no. I've been working too much to do anything.
Do you go to their house?
I ain't go to nobody's house. Bitch, that's one thing. I'm lazy now. I don't go to nobody's house. But back in the day,
Oh, they was coming to that 3rd floor.
Oh, of course. Kidding me? I make sure everybody's door is clear. Turn my music up.
Baby, that day when you know he died. The one that came to your house. Yeah, you know he died. The one who came to your house and heard us talk about him that day, and we wasn't even saying his name.
Yeah, we could say his name now. I mean,
but I don't want to say his name. But yeah.
But I mean, that was my little thing back in the day.
Shout out to Alexandra Etheridge. Shout out to Alexandra. I know that's right. Keep them cash apps coming because it's the weekend and the rent is
due. Bitch, it's the first and the rent due to that.
Okay. Shout out to y'all. Yeah, he died.
Yes.
And I still don't know how.
He committed suicide.
That's a shame.
Yeah. That's a shame. Like, let me tell you something. We had some good times. Like, who you want? Yeah. Cause I met him when I was like 18 or 17. And he had his shit together, bitch. I was just like, Captain, what the fuck is he doing?
Did. And even still, like, he had the hair salon and everything. Like, he was doing very good for himself. And you know what's so funny that you said he committed suicide? Because earlier today, I was thinking of all people, Robin Williams. And I said to myself, this man was legendary. He did some legendary roles, some legendary characters. And for us to not know that he was going through his personal demons, and for him to kill himself, it's like, wow, you just never know what somebody's going. And then there'd be people who really be having their shit together. And you'd be like, wow, you got your shit together and you end up killing yourself?
Yeah.
Like, oh my God. Like, I don't ever want to get through that level of depression. Because you would think that somebody who don't have their shit together would be in that mind frame. But we're talking about people who actually had their shit together. He really, because he had a nice house over in Jersey too.
He had a nice apartment.
Yes, like, I mean,
his hair was on point. He had the girls' hair's on point. He had
really nice
the books with their photos, and he had the salon, and like
he was doing very well for himself.
Like,
very well for himself.
I don't know what happened to us. I don't know. I really don't know. But
he even started an underwear line too. Because at one point he was promoting it on Instagram. And I mean, it was successful because he had some really nice stuff on there.
I liked him because he was different. And like, I've never tried to date guys who were like on the feminine side, but I just always liked him. He was different. Like, you know how like Albert was? It was like, okay, but he's very different from Albert. So I'm just like, okay, like he has a car. Like, it was just like so many things, and I'm just like, bitch, I just got out of high school. I don't know what I'm doing out here in these streets. Like, that's how young. It was no Scorpion. It was none of that, bitch. It was none of that. I wasn't even selling blinds yet. I was that young when I met him, and he had his shit together. He was just nice. He was just.
Was you selling ass?
Say again? No, bitch, you're trying me. He was just nice. He was just so nice. So nice. So nice. Like, I wouldn't think that somebody I know would end up
like that.
Yes. So it's kind of sad to see, but we all gotta keep checking up on. I'm sad. We gotta keep checking up on people and not just believing them just because they say they are. That don't mean that they are. Go see them, talk to them, take them out, pick their brains, see what's going on. We really gotta check on people. We really do. Now, never mind, because that's a whole nother topic and another. But
Kevin, were you in the streets?
Why would I be in the streets?
No, years ago when you were younger.
Say it again.
Were you in the streets? Were you not now, but when you were younger? Were you running the streets?
I wouldn't say I was in the streets. I never was in the streets. If I was out, I was with friends. I was never like in the streets like a rat or something.
No, not a gutter snipe. No, like no, not that kind of in the street.
No.
Like in the streets, like you were having your fun. You had your fun.
I went out and I had a good time, like when my friends.
Well, I mean, everybody.
First of all, I had some type of money, so if I didn't get it from my mom, it was from working. And don't look at me like that.
Because you said you weren't working at Blindsville at that time.
At that time, no.
So where were you working?
I was working at McDonald's.
Oh.
Bitch. And who puts McDonald's? No. I mean, you can put McDonald's on your resume, but I mean, if I wasn't like a team leader or anything, I wouldn't do it like that.
Well, everybody can't be a team leader.
I'm not a team leader. I want to.
Well, I'm just saying. So they have to put McDonald's on their resume because everybody can't be a team leader.
I would never put McDonald's on my resume. Now, unless I was like a shift supervisor or swing manager or something like that, I put McDonald's on my resume. Like teenagers will put McDonald's on their resume.
Yeah, because they're younger. Yeah. Like any job that I had.
You see how Mikkel is trying me?
No, I'm not.
And y'all see it too.
No, what are you talking about? No. I agree with you
bitch
in a sense.
never.
No, I agree with you in a sense. I mean, I ripped and ran the streets at some point, but you know, I was a different.
And I still had my mom giving me money too. Bitch.
Yeah, I was. Oh yeah, but I didn't run the streets the way you did. But I ran.
I did not run the streets.
I'm just saying.
I did not.
I
was
say
out there, but
all she did was ask, "Did you run the streets?" That's all she asked. I didn't ask.
Run the streets. She mean like, when is you in house to house? Let me tell you something, bitch. I stayed in 2219. For a long time,
and you brought them to you,
and I moved.
That third floor was legendary.
No, it wasn't, because I didn't. First of all, there's too many people to be too that damn legendary. One time, I did something, and Nina was like, "Well, what was they up to?" She didn't think I heard.
There she go. Not mind her business.
Not mind her business. Never.
Did she ever mind her business?
I mean, but we was up there doing things.
Oh, of course.
I was always doing things,
and she knew it.
Everybody knew.
But she wanted to see if somebody else was going to confirm it. Well, what was they up there?
Yeah, because I never said I was gay until I was. This is like.
So who was you up there with? Somebody. You was up there with somebody, and what y'all came downstairs, and then she said something. But who she say it to? And then she didn't even wait until.
I don't even remember.
She said it while you were still standing there.
No, it was like when I was like upstairs.
But you could hear her say it.
Yeah, of course. They always want to know my tea. And at one point, I was just like, well, bitch, it is what it is. I'm 16. I'm out. My mom, she didn't agree with it. I didn't talk to my mom for like 4 months, and I was living in the same house. Like I had my own job. I was doing my thing. I didn't need no money for her to buy school tokens. I was really out there doing my thing. So F it. And then that one time I came home from work, and she's like, "You changed, and you don't talk to me, and you don't do this, and you don't do that." I remember the whole outfit. She had my whole black outfit, and she was in the kitchen. It was Saturday. And we cried in that kitchen together. And then, like, our relationship got better.
So what you say to Nina for asking, why'd you want to know?
No, but my thing was, like, don't treat me different. Like, don't treat me different because now you know what I like to sleep with. So what? That don't make me no different from nobody else. I'm still the same person. You just know what I like to sleep with, man. That's the only thing that...
And she never treated you different.
Who?
Her. Your mom.
Oh no,
No.
she
Oh, she did?
no. It wasn't just peaches and cream.
Oh,
No, she had her feelings, she had her ways
right,
about things, how
Right.
she felt about them.
right.
And her main thing is she didn't want me to get HIV and die.
Mm-hmm.
That was her main thing. And she's like, yeah, God is against it and everything. But in the end, it's like, I cannot not support you. You are my child. And I'm not going to have you out here in no motherfucking streets for anybody to do whatever they want to do to you.
That's right.
That's my mom. So she may not agree with everything, but she's going to support me.
But what did Nina say?
I didn't seek nobody else's opinion. Not Gigi, not
No,
Sam.
I'm just saying, like, did they ever come to you and just like?
I've never had none of them conversations with none of them. Like, I ain't had to have no conversations with nobody like that but my mom. Fuck everybody else. My mom was the only one that I had to have that conversation with. Everybody else wants to have that conversation. Oh, but why never you told me? Why you never told me? It's none of your business. Yeah. It's not like it's some big event where I got to tell you, girl, I like sucking dick. Ooh, girl, I like getting my dick sucked. Why I got to tell you all of that? Like, it's none of your motherfucking business.
Right.
To be on some real shit, it's nobody's business on what you get into in the bedroom.
No.
It's all about how I treat you when we one-on-one and we together. Right. How you doing? How's your day? Are you okay? Blah, 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 blah. It shouldn't matter because he sleep with this person, I gotta treat him like this. No. If you treat people a different way because who they sleep with, it's a fear that you have inside of you that they will seek out in you. And they ain't even seeking it out in you. Bitch, it's already out there. When you say, oh, that faggot, that this and that. And bitch, you out there advertising yourself to others. And I'm not gonna say anything else.
Don't.
But you know,
I don't advertise myself to others.
Not you. Advertise. You're the one that's taking up on their offers. But then you
I see what you're saying.
Oh
yeah, I see what
but he just suck your dick, and you're talking like that.
Oh, they didn't say like that. They
didn't say it to me. They're not gonna say it to you.
No.
Talking about other people.
Oh, I see.
But I'm just saying because they put up that facade.
Yeah.
But
you know, some people like that kind of
they go on Instagram.
Yeah.
And then they get in your DMs.
Yeah.
And then, girl, oh my God.
Yeah.
The conversation and dick pictures I have all up in my phone. And I don't really share because I don't want nobody to get scared. But I'm just saying, like, people tell Mikhail never know when to stop.
Stop what?
But I'm telling y'all that those are the days. You gotta treat people with respect. That's the only person I felt like I had to tell anybody anything to is my mom. I didn't have to tell nobody else anything because it wasn't nobody else's business. It's nobody's business. You know, it's not. And even if you have parents and you choose not to tell them, it's still not their business. You don't have to tell them a motherfucking thing. Live your life. If they don't pay your motherfucking bills, ain't nobody out here paying your bills. But I mean, y'all can help me because the rent party is coming through, and
it's still the rent is still
my cash. It's thank you, Sharon Clark. My cat, all this I done shared.
Sharon Clark.
All this I done shared. Y'all better hit my cash app.
There's the cash apps right there.
Say you don't
Scorpion and Laura.
Put it. You don't owe nobody a damn thing. I know that's right. And $10. Just because I don't owe nobody a damn thing.
Right. That's right. You don't.
No, but see. My mom, she that was one of her things, like, just don't catch it. Just don't. Like, that was her main thing. Because she remembered how her cousin had HIV back in this is like HIV like on poles, bitch. And I remember
back in the day then.
Yes, when he came to our house Christmas Eve.
Sharon Clark. Shout out to Sharon Clark and to Chanel Johnson.
My mom, he had made my mom make pancakes and everything.
Did he pass?
Yes, bitch. I've never seen him again. That's the first time I remember seeing him, and that's the last time. And that's Chicky brother. Yeah.
Oh, Chicky brother. Oh.
The first time and the last time I ever seen him.
Was it just the two of them?
I think she has other siblings too. Yeah, but
no, she do. Remember, don't Chicky got a sister?
Yeah. Let's move on from that one. But yes, she do got other siblings. Let me stop. I hope nobody from the Thomas family is watching this. Because she tried me. No, I'm gonna tell you the situation. Yeah, no, she's gonna tell Chicky. Yeah. Yes.
Who tried you, Chicky or her sister?
Her sister.
Oh,
she's gonna tell Chicky without saying any names. So so-and-so's son and Kevin's son, you know, they into the same thing.
Yeah, you told me.
And Chicky called me like, well, what are y'all into?
Yeah, because you don't know.
Yeah. I'm like,
no, you told me.
Yes. I felt so like, oh, you really gonna do that?
Because Chicky, bless her heart, she didn't know.
She was like, no, because I was thinking that maybe, you know, y'all could talk and stuff like that. And she said y'all was into the same stuff. And I'm like, poor Chicky, like, oh my God, this went over her head. Like, why would she do that?
Yeah.
She really tried it. Y'all not being obligated to anybody. Yeah, we not obligated. So
send me a cash app that lets me know I'm not obligated. Okay? Because there's a lot of motherfuckers that think I'm obligated to be in there. You know what?
No. I think that at some point it is what it is, and it is what it is. So yeah, I didn't even think we were gonna go on.
I can't believe you said
what?
Chicky called you. You know,
she really did
yeah,
call me.
She don't. I know you
yeah.
told me the story before. I know. Poor Chicky. And then when you sit back and you know Chicky, you say, "Wow," because she really has no clue.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt bad. I feel bad because it's probably like her sister probably was talking all types of shit that prompted her to get on the phone and call you.
Yeah.
You know, because a normal conversation you wouldn't have think, "Oh, let me call." But her sister probably was talking all types of shit. Well, what are y'all into?
Yeah, I'm like, Chicky, I got news for you today.
What did you tell her?
Yes, because I was like, that's not right that she got you. Yeah. Right. But why would she say that to you?
Because she didn't think Chicky was going to go back and run her mouth.
You know, Chicky be concerned when she hear anything bad about us. Like, I haven't seen Chicky in a while, but she called me one time, and I was like, yeah. I gave her my address. Like, whenever you want to come, you know, let me know. You know? But, I mean, it's only me and you. We're going to be here, and if you think I'm cooking, I might cook. I'm like, Chicky, I'm going to the store. I'll be back.
Because Chicky be stretched out on his couch from the top. From the top, she come
and
in.
you know it. That's where I like. Oh, Chicky,
you let her bed, Chicky. Then you forget, listen. It get quiet, and you forget she in here, and you hear something. I can see you know jumping. What is that?
Yeah.
And then it's her.
Bitch, you ever had a witch on your back? And I'd be like, somebody is in here. Who is in here? I be trying to jump up out my sleep. Ain't nobody in here.
Chicky. Because she don't know what time. She don't know when to go home.
Right. Don't do that. No. So Tabitha Brown and Wendy Williams. Now listen, I don't know who Tabitha Brown is. Like, when she was on the Shy, listen, when she was on the Shy, like, I seen there was an announcement, like, okay, she's going to be on the show.
But before that, you didn't know.
But I didn't know.
And I'll be honest with you, neither did I.
Yeah.
And when Lena had announced it, and I can't remember if Lena had even said something to me about it, but I honestly didn't know who she was.
Yeah.
I just didn't know who she was. And
that's the humbleness in me.
And that's the humbleness in me too, because even right now, I still don't know who
she's
she
a
is.
big YouTuber.
Other than and I didn't know that. But the read that she gave Wendy Williams
today
was priceless.
All it took was 5 minutes.
It was very priceless.
Yes.
And I watched all 5 minutes of it. And I said, you know what? That's how you do it. She told her off so good, and she didn't use not one cuss word. And she said, "I pray for you." And she actually started praying for her. And I'm sorry that you never had this kind of love in your relationship. Okay. But see, Wendy, me and mine, we've been together for 23 years. Okay. And after 15 years of him being a cop, he can now retire.
Right. But I wonder, how old is she? 23 years? So she got to be in her close to.
I don't know, but I know one thing. She looks good.
He looks good. I mean, he got his grades. He looks good too.
They both look good. We're about to see now. But you know what? Like she said,
that's it.
When I was down, he was doing what he needed to do.
Right.
And now that
that's what a relationship is all about.
Exactly. Because we always talk about 50-50. Now that she's up, she's now saying, now I want you to go follow your dreams. Because when I was down,
must be big because she's like, bitch, you ain't got to work.
That's right. Because when I was down, you was taking care of business.
Yeah.
And now that I'm up, I'm taking care of business. You go and follow your dreams. She said her husband likes to work with kids and he wants to start something with kids. Go on ahead and do it.
I was watching some video. I think it's the same thing. She was like, I was down. Like I was broke, bitch. She's like, my
42.
bill was $368, and she had something else. I'm like, oh, she only got $15 left. She was broke.
Who Tabitha Brown?
Yes,
yeah. But she was honest about that too.
You know, there comes a point where everybody got a story to tell about them being broke, just doing stupid stuff, broke. You know, but I'm glad that she was able to rebound.
Mm-hmm.
She's with somebody that's committed with her and everything. Let me tell you something, bitch. When I rebound, I'm be like, after my mom died, I ain't had no family. I could say that. I'm like, motherfuckers turned their back on you left and right. Oh, because you got this and you got this. Wait till I tell my story. And it's going to be nothing but the truth. Nothing but the truth. That's how you got to tell the truth. Sometimes your family just will stab you in your goddamn back. But that's all I'm willing to share right now. But yeah, it's just so sad that people let money get in the way of things. And like, if you are really family and you really love each other, don't let money divide your family. Mm-hmm. Don't let it break you up for over rumors, over what somebody else thinks should have happened. Like, if you love that family member, love them and not let money come between you and your family.
That's right.
Money is the root of all evil.
That's right.
You know, that's all I can tell y'all. Like, it be sad, it be depressing sometimes. Like, you want to share good stuff, but you know, inside they hate.
And shout out to, I can't pronounce your name, but I think it's Deanie Darcel. Shout out for the Cash App. But you know what? It always happens when death comes around.
Mm-hmm.
That's when motherfuckers start. And then motherfuckers, Kevin, be arguing about money that don't even belong to them.
Not at all.
You're arguing with me about money that does not belong to you. And then the person whose money it was, they left it specifically to me.
Mm-hmm.
And now you're mad at me because they left money to me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it. I don't get it. It's weird. Yep. It's weird. But that just goes to show you that's what people think about when someone does. When someone dies, they just think about money.
Mm-hmm.
How much they got in the bank or how much they left for me. Why?
Because I know I got left something. I know.
Because truth be told, as long as they got their funeral arrangements in order, I don't give a fuck what much you got left. Right. As long as I ain't got to pay for that damn funeral. Mm-hmm. So you better have some life insurance.
And then not even that, like the afterlife, like when it comes to other things that comes along, don't nobody want to do nothing.
Mm-hmm.
But this person did all of this for you.
Mm-hmm.
And this the things I get?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I would have did this, but because so-and-so said something. Really? Y'all just don't know the shit I've been through and why I don't come in on these cameras. Like, cause it's kind of low key, high key, but low key in the middle key, depressing as fuck. That this been a whole year after my mom passed, and for you not to fuck with nobody all like that. And they still, some of them still in your mother's house. You know, that's the fucked up part about it.
Mm-hmm.
And they argue and fight and tell you what you could do. And all of this.
I'd find a gasoline cannon and a match and like that.
Don't shut the fuck up.
You think you gonna disrespect me and then stay in my mother's house? I told my sister, I said, let me tell you something. Something never happened to mommy and daddy. If they leave everything to you, that is okay with me. Just as long as we put them both in the ground the right way. Because it ain't no need to argue back and forth because it ain't mine. You know what I mean? It's no need to do that. It's no need to do that. It's no need to do that at all. But see, me and my sister, we have that kind of relationship that whether they left everything to her or left everything to me, we got that relationship that we know that if they left everything to me, I'm going to split it with her. And she going to split it with me. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
It's unfortunate that that's not the same case, same situation. But then, like you said, you got some motherfuckers, it's all about them.
And they tell lies. And spread them. But yeah.
But you know, every family has that, as that person. Every family has that situation, and every family has that person.
But then, like, they be like, what? When I get out this mess, and everything just really start changing, because I'm evolving as a person. I'm about to do things, more things. But it's like once this stuff happens, then what happens? Like, what do you say? Like, It's no, oh, I'm sorry. It's none of that.
Mm-hmm.
It can't be none of that.
Mm-hmm.
It can't be nothing. Because this is what you shown.
Mm-hmm.
You shown your true colors.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
This is what you shown. Like, it's nothing. Like, what else is there to do? What else is there to have? What else is there to talk about?
Mm-hmm.
It's absolutely nothing.
That's
and
right.
that's so sad.
That's right. That's right.
It's nothing to talk about. It's nothing to break bread over. Oh, let's do this. Let's do.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. And that's your own family.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It'll happen, Kevin. It always happens when someone dies. It always happens when somebody dies. Because everybody thinks that they're entitled to something. Oh, I'm entitled to that. Oh, they should have. Oh, no, it doesn't work like that. It does not work like that. It don't work like that. And then people get upset because I got some stories too. Okay. I got some stories too. It just does not work like that. It doesn't work like that. It's sad though. It's sad. Then you always got to be careful and mindful when someone dies, because then you got family that comes over and want to sift through things.
Mm-hmm.
What you looking through that stuff for? Get on out of there. You don't need to be in here.
Mm-hmm.
No. What you in this room for? Looking through drawers and what are you looking for?
Yeah.
That's what they do. It never fails. It never fails until you cuss them out one good time, and then you're the bad person. Who you think he is cussing me out like that? Mm-hmm. I've seen it with my own two brown eyes. I've seen it, and you know I've been to a lot of funerals, and I've seen motherfuckers show their ass. When my uncle died 2 years ago in 2019, when he died in 2019, my mother and her siblings were so at odds that I had to be put in charge. Now, mind you, this is one of my mother's brothers. There's 10 of them. It's 8 of them living now because my aunt, she passed in 2018, and then my uncle died exactly a year later in 2019. So now it's 8 of them left. My uncle, he passed. He never had any children. Him and his girlfriend never had any children. They never married, but they were together for over 30 years. They were like Oprah and Stedman. They never married, but they were together for years. Never had any children. She was so distraught that she never really had to bury anybody. So she didn't really know how to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else, the siblings, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Huh? And then I got involved. Because then I thought about it. I said, I'm grown now. Had he died 20 years ago, my mother would have told me to stay in the child's place. Mm-hmm. But now I'm in my 30s. So there is no staying in the child's place.
Right.
So I got involved. And I was talking to one of my aunts, and we were on the phone, and one of my aunts, she was venting to me about, this was before the funeral, and venting to me. And I said, well, let me just tell you this. I said, let me stop you right now. Because my grandmother, my grandparents had 22 grandchildren. I was the 19th out of the 22. I was the only one out of the 22 grandchildren allowed to call my grandmother by her first name. All of the other grandchildren called her grandma or mommy, but I was allowed to call her by her first name. So I said to my aunt, I said, let me stop you right now. I said, Bill would be turning in her grave if she knew how her children were acting over her son's funeral. And my aunt got hushed on that phone and said, you know what, you're right. I said, yes, I am. I said, because all of y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. Y'all brother just died. And nobody wants to take responsibility because this, that, and I'm not talking about what they got to do with him. Mm-hmm. He didn't have no kids. So now, and he's not married to her, that's his girlfriend, but she does not really know. So let's help her. Mm-hmm. Oh, nobody wanted to write the obituary. I had to write the obituary. I put the
and that's see,
and that's my mother's brother.
Now, what did he do?
They didn't have any gripes against him. Mm-hmm. They always just mad at each other. Because this one wants to take charge and this one wants to take charge. And why you want to take charge? And you didn't even. Hello.
That's why I'm gonna let Mikkel take care of my stuff.
Kevin, I wrote the obituary. I put the program together. I even had to get my pastor to come and be on the program. And it wasn't even at our church. I said, Lord, have mercy. I had one cousin call me. Well, I was going to write the obituary, but there's too much going on, so I'm not even going to write it no more. I said, you know what? I'll write it. I had to collect all the pictures. I had to call each aunt and each uncle to find out, where he worked, where he went to high school, because my uncle was in his 70s. I had to do all of this. And I'm just the nephew. I fall in line at number 19 out of the grandchildren. You know what I mean? Which means if I fall in line, my grandparents, 22 grandchildren, and I'm number 19, that means that there's 18 more grandkids that are older than me.
Right.
But the number 19 grandchild had to put all of it together. For my uncle. Because everybody else was acting a plum fucking fool.
And you ain't even get nothing.
Well, I didn't ask for nothing. That was my uncle. You know what I mean? That's my uncle. Because if the shoe was on the other foot and that was my mother or father, and me and my sister wasn't here, I would hope one of my cousins would, you know what I mean? Like, come on. The fuck are y'all doing?
Don't worry, I'll write it out.
Yeah, it was just so unbelievable. It was unbelievable. And thank God he had, my uncle, he had started having all of these strokes. So he was partial, and his girlfriend took very good care of him. She took very good care of him. But then he started to go, dementia started to set in. And this is how you never should treat people the wrong way. Because after my uncle died he died in November 2019. I want to say maybe January of 2020. I get a phone call from his girlfriend. And she says, Mikkel, tell your mom to call me. I said, okay. She said, because I'm going through Ronald's stuff. And I came across all these envelopes with different people's names on them. And in the envelopes, he left money for all of the different people. And, your mom's name is on one of them. This is why you don't treat people bad. Because his girlfriend could have easily found them envelopes and took that money and never told nobody. You see what I'm saying, Kevin? But she picked up the phone and said, I'm going through his stuff. And I found all of these envelopes. And she said he must have started doing this before his mind started going. And he wrote people's names who he was leaving money to, and he put money in the envelope and hid it somewhere from himself. And then she said, now, all these months later, I'm going through his stuff and I'm finding this stuff. And luckily, I'm not that fucking nephew or son, because I could easily say, oh, I'm going to come and get it from my mom, and then took it myself.
Never told.
You understand what I'm saying? You got to do right by people. You have to do right by people. That's why I say, Kevin, I've seen it. I've seen it. I love my family, but we got our shit with us too. All families do, especially a family as big as mine. We all got shit with us. But baby, that's why I tell people, make sure your shit is written out so that won't nobody come and try to dictate how your funeral is supposed to be. I have a friend who he's adamant. He says, I don't want a funeral. He said, when I die, and that's it. Don't get don't. And that's what I mean? But you got to put that in writing, because if you don't, you're going to have some family member, oh no, I'm going to throw him a funeral. You can't do that.
So they just want to be cremated?
I don't know if he wants to be cremated. I think he just wants to be buried. And then that's it. Funeral. He doesn't want a service. He just wants to be taken to the cemetery. He don't want no service. And you have a lot of people like that. When they die, don't give me no service. Just bury me.
You ain't got to pay to embalm.
I don't need all that stuff, and whatever the case may be. I don't need all that stuff. No, you still have to pay to embalm him, but he just doesn't want a service. He doesn't want a service.
Well, Muslims don't get embalmed, right?
No, but he's not Muslim.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he's not Muslim. He just doesn't want a service. He says, I don't want all that, because he looks at it he looks at funerals as being phony. He says, I don't want nobody crying over me that didn't really care for me. So don't give me no funeral. And that's how he looks at it. So I say, well, that's how you want it, then hey.
I'm sure you just
gotta write it down, because you're gonna have people who are gonna see otherwise and say, oh no, I'm throwing the funeral. But then you got somebody like me who knows that you didn't want a funeral, but you ain't have it written down over there. So who am I? And you better get it notarized. You better get it over, bro.
Well, y'all, I got one little day ahead of me.
And shout out to Nikita for the cash app.
Yes, and thank you to DNA. Now let me see these names.
DNA.
No, her name was, because we about to get up out of here.
Yes, we are.
Deanie, Nikita, Sharon, Akira, Bree Nicole, AG, Lisa B, Kimberly Oaktree, Maury. Thank y'all all for these cash apps tonight.
Yes. And if you want to send before we go, those are our cash apps right there.
Right there.
Y'all better screenshot, take a picture before we get off of here.
Yeah. So this is still going to be live. So even if you watch it throughout the weekend, you want to send a little something, just because it's past. It's 2 weeks after June 19th. Mm-hmm. Hey, I know some of y'all going to celebrate July the 4th. Hey, I don't know. You can celebrate both holidays if you want to.
Listen,
it's your country.
Listen, you can celebrate what you want to celebrate.
Yeah.
But I know one damn thing, for those of you that go to church, you better be at church on Sunday morning, because it's still Sunday. And truth be told, before 1865 or 1863, we weren't free on July 4th. So you better be in church.
Right.
Okay.
Yes. And
don't give me, because it's on July Sunday, do we have to go? Yes, you do. It's on a Sunday, don't you?
And your family members for this country too. So you can celebrate in their honor July 4th.
And celebrations on July 4th don't happen early in the morning. So you can get up and go to church.
You sure do. You know one thing I ain't hear? Oh.
Don't mention it, because then it'll happen.
No, because bitch, I want to know where they got these fireworks from the last time. Because I ain't not on fireworks.
Well, you know, I really don't hear them, because I be at work overnight.
Mm-hmm.
And then at home, I be home during the day. So ain't nobody popping the fireworks on the day.
They be quiet. Like I don't hear no ATMs blasting. So what was really going on last year? Like, it make you think about that. Like, what was really going on?
Because that shit was ridiculous. I mean, it was fire. And then it wasn't just in Philly. You get on social media and you see it everywhere.
Yeah.
Everybody just blasting fireworks. Like, what is going on?
The government probably was giving out these fireworks. Because, you don't, it was just a distraction. All right, everybody. They said, Kevin, be safe. West Philly is out of control. See, I know how to blend in. I know how to get in here. You know what I do? I get on the trolley, I go to work, I get on the trolley, and I come home. I don't bother nobody. I don't speak to nobody. I just do me. And that's the way it is. I mean, oh my God, last week I went out. I enjoyed myself. I went out with a coworker. We went to Taboo. They got a new black-owned club called Level Up here in Philly. It's the old Boxers. But it's a black-owned gay club in the neighborhood. You should go out and support it. I had a blast, and they had dancers, and it was just a good time, man. It was just a good time. I had a blast. I really enjoyed myself, and it felt like old times to get out there and go enjoy myself and have fun. And tomorrow, First Friday, is coming back. Like, it's just so many things happening.
Are you going to go out for First Friday?
I don't know, because I got to be working at 8 o'clock, and I'm working all day, 8 to 6. Tomorrow's my only short day, but I'm like, no, I'm going to work long anyway. So, because don't nobody really be working on Fridays, and I know they're going to need me, so I'm going to stay. Because I ain't going to do nothing but come home and lay around. So I'm going to make some money.
Okay. Listen, I did 2 doubles this week. 2 days in a row, I was at work for 16 hours in a row, and I was tired. Okay.
Oh, you was just sleeping.
I mean, I was tired at work at one point, but I'm just saying, like,
it seemed like the summertime is the best time to get them overtimes, because don't nobody want to work. Everybody's on vacation somewhere, you know, and I'm going on my Vegas vacation. I'm going to Vegas. If you didn't know, I'll be in Vegas August 19th through the 22nd. And then 2 weeks later, I'm going to go to Atlanta for Pride. And then I'm going to be in Puerto Rico. I'm excited. Get out, do a couple things. I need some fun.
We all do.
You know.
My aunt is giving a lobster feast trip in November overnight to Rhode Island. And I can't wait. Oh, I can't wait. It's a lobster feast, and then
you're not throwing it. I just know that you're not throwing the trip.
Well, no, I'm not doing it this year because it's COVID, and I didn't want to waste my time. Because remember last year, I was throwing it before COVID started, and then I had to cancel it. So I said no, but I'll probably do it next year. I think the pandemic Yes,
for us
it
here
is.
in the United
It
States
is.
is over.
It is. But I didn't want to do it this year, Kevin. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw it next year because a lot of people were asking me like, "Are you doing?" No. So I'll do it next year, but it'll be a day trip.
Mm-hmm.
I'll definitely do it next year.
Daryl Bitchy, let me tell you something. The reason why I haven't like talked to you like that in all these years.
I gotta go to the bathroom. Can I go to the bathroom?
Yeah, we had a falling out, and you said I was fake, and you said I was phony, and all that stuff. And I ain't never really like mentioned you all like that. It's not that I never forgave him. I just say I ain't never gonna forget that shit. But we gonna see if we hang out in Vegas and all of that stuff. We gonna see. We gonna see. After all falling out, we gonna see. But thank you, Nikita, if I didn't say so. But I don't forget. Ooh, my Mac is about to die. So look, y'all, before this die and just end, let me end this broadcast and let y'all know that I love y'all. Mikhail love y'all. We had fun today. We will be back next week. Now, the only day we're going to be able to do something is Monday. So Monday and Thursday, the podcast will be back. I don't know when, but the podcast will be back. Mikhail will be back on Monday.
Yes, I will.
Because it's after the 5th. I mean, after the 4th, and I get off at 1. So he's going to be here. I guess they making me work because I got to get this holiday pay.
Oh, wait,
I'm normally on
the 4th?
On Monday. You know I'm normally off on Mondays. But I guess...
You y'all open on the weekends?
We open every day.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Y'all have to be open.
Every day.
But you're not working this weekend.
I'm just off on Sunday. I'm going to probably go to work. No, I'm not. I'm going to... one of my cousins having something. But, yeah. Look, y'all, we're going to go. Enjoy your holiday weekend. Stay safe. Happy 4th of July to everybody who celebrated. I had fun catching up with y'all. We got more catching up to do next week. And we'll see y'all. Peace.
All right, it's not for me.